good year last year. He had a big-time year.
Big year.
Skip, he got him into the playoffs. I mean, his year was not spectacular. Now,
well, it was pretty great.
Well, they started running the football. They ran the football for like 2,000 yards.
He made a lot of plays. He made a lot of third-down plays. He had Mahomes on the ropes at Kansas City.
I didn't know what my homeboy.
He did, yeah.
Oh, but let me ask you a question. So you believe Kyler Murray going to be better than my homeboy?
Probably not.
Why
He'll be
not?
Right there. It'll be close.
Whoa, why not? He doesn't know what picking the draft. My homeboy only went 10.
You know what? I think he could be right there with.
No, he can't be right there because he ain't got that arm talent like that, Skip.
Well, who does?
He got that arm talent.
Well, I mean, who does? Seriously, nobody does. Is Kyler Murray's arm bigger than Baker Mayfield's? You better believe it is. Is he a little more accurate than Baker is? I think he is.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, okay.
It's funny to think of a year ago, we're wondering if Kyler could ever live up to Baker, and now Oklahoma could be the first school to produce back-to-back quarterbacks that go number one. I mean, that's
first
crazy.
ever.
Back number one?
Yeah.
And what a national championship they hung. They got the banners up there. They got 2 Heisman Trophy winners.
Shannon,
number one overall.
Back-to-back. No school in the history of college football has ever had back-to-back quarterbacks go number one overall.
Well, what about
you believe in that?
What about the national championship?
And would you believe Oklahoma is on course to have 3 straight Heisman winners? How can you do that?
First of all,
crazy.
you know you're not
Did
getting.
you see Jalen Hurts in the spring game? He just lit him up, man.
I mean, y'all might be number one overall as far as number one overall draft picks. Leroy Selman. You had Sam Bradford, Baker, and now 4.
Oh, number one
overall draft picks.
Maybe.
It's gonna be hard to top that.
Where did Bosworth go? I guess he was like.
Bosworth supplemental draft.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, didn't he go number?
He went to supplemental draft to Seattle.
But didn't he go was it number 1 in the?
He might have.
He might have. That counts. For
No,
a little while, it counted.
Finally, I feel like we've been talking the draft for months.
It's here now.
Yep.
Here.
You're going to be locked in. You go eat early and be right there in front of the television.
I got a problem tonight.
I have a problem.
I got a big problem.
What's the problem?
About this? The Spurs. They're
The Spurs.
around the same time.
It's going to be the fewest people ever to watch an NBA playoff game.
Yeah, exactly. Skip, you do know
San Antonio.
How are you going to do it?
You do
2
know
for 1.
Samsung made more than one television
I got
set.
2. I got them one on top of another.
It's going to be stressful for you.
It's
You're
going to be impossible.
Back and forth.
It's going to be impossible.
I
don't know how I'm
going
to tweet. I always tweet about every pick. How am I going to do that?
Easy.
You know what?
You can't do 2 things at once.
You know what? Maybe I just won't watch the Spurs for once. Maybe that'll just turn them around.
You know what, Skip? That explains it. That explains why I beat you down every day, because you can't do 2 things at once. You're like, how am I going to be? He's like, how am I going to beat him debating when my Spurs lost and all? I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm beat down every day, but I'm up a net 33 cases of Diet Mountain Dew. How could that be?
No.
That doesn't go together.
No. That doesn't have anything to do. That has nothing to do with you and I debating. That has to do. I've made some wrong picks along the line. But when it comes to this debate game,
really.
Let's move on to our daily bit of Lakers drama, shall we? Let's talk about the latest with them. They're still interviewing head coaching candidates. And yesterday, Rick Bucher reported here on our show that Kurt and Linda Rambis have become major players in that search.
What?
And ESPN's Dave McMenamin reported that LeBron's trust in the organization has been damaged since Magic stepped down. But LeBron posted a video on Instagram yesterday responding to that report, saying simply, quote, "That is not true."
That is not true.
Shannon, do you believe your guy, LeBron?
I don't believe it's nuclear, Skip, but it's hard for me to believe that he hasn't lost some faith in this organization. Remember, when Magic Johnson was sitting outside of LeBron's house for an hour before the free agency period started, and he went into his home and he talked for 2 to 3 hours, there was no Rob Pelinka. There was no Jeannie Buss. There was no Luke Walton. So the one guy that LeBron wanted to meet with is no longer there. So it's hard.
Wait, are you sure LeBron didn't go to Magic's house? Like, didn't he sit in front of Magic's house for an hour before Sunday?
No, we let Magic in. We didn't want to get no tampering charge, so we saw him out there, but we didn't let him in.
I was thinking LeBron was recruiting Magic.
No. So it's just hard for me to believe, Skip, under that scenario, the one guy that I talked to, and he assured me, well, we're going to do this. We're going to try to get a free agent this year. If not this year, next year, we'll definitely have you a superstar. And now that guy is gone. He thought he was leaving a situation where it was chaos. It was unstable. And he thought he was coming to a stable situation because now Jeannie Buss was in charge. She had brought on Magic Johnson. And so finally, it was going to be kind of like what he had in Miami. You knew the structure. There was no chaos going on. Pat Riley was running the ship. Now he comes to a situation that's exactly what he left in Cleveland. And so, you know, Skip, we like Jeannie. Jeannie's really good with the media, but it's about time to be up for this, Jeannie. You got to deliver. Now, I know, hey, I understand that you're a woman, and we love that. We love opportunities.
Yep.
But I tell you what, you're going to get this criticism like a man.
Yeah.
So, because you need to deliver. 6 years in a row of not making the playoffs for the Lakers is unacceptable. Now, we got Jim. Skip, everybody thought, Jim doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He needs to get up out of there. Okay, she got him up out of there, went to court to do it. Okay, Jeannie, show me something. Show me some goods. Bring me somebody.
Do you remember that show, I Dream of Jeannie?
I do.
It's too bad this Jeannie can't fold her
Barbara
arms.
Eden.
Blink.
That was a good show.
Blink.
Larry Hagman.
But if she could just blink and make KD appear, or, you know, then it would all be okay.
Oh, we get Kawhi. We take old Kawhi.
This Jeannie is out of the bottle. I don't know what happened here.
Something.
So the biggest shock to me I've had in we're going on 3 years here of Undisputed was what Rick Bucher sat right here and told us yesterday. The first shock was, to me, when I read that Kurt Rambis is now the point person in place of Magic Johnson. And I like Kurt a lot. And he's a smart man, but he has no experience doing this.
Zero.
And he doesn't obviously have the cachet and charisma of Magic Johnson.
Right.
No,
So you've replaced Magic Johnson with Kurt Rambis. And then I kept hearing about Linda Rambis being like an executive or something,
Right.
best friends to Jeannie. And again, no offense to her, because I don't know anything about her. Maybe she's a basketball savant. But Rick Bucher said she's become a primary decision maker in this franchise alongside Jeannie. So Kurt and Linda Rambis, and Jeannie has final say. And Rob Pelinka, the most hated man in pro basketball.
That's universal. That is no speculation. Everybody says that. He's hated. Some people refuse to return his calls.
Okay.
And you give him more
wait a
power.
second. You gave him more power. So he's your GM. And Phil is still in constant touch. Phil Jackson's in constant touch with everybody, with Kurt and Jeannie, and he's given his 2 cents. And Magic says, oh, I talk to Jeannie almost every day. So he's still giving his 2 cents. And it feels so mom and pop-ish.
Yes.
And in the big picture, honestly, I'm not just saying this. I do feel sorry for LeBron James, as in, what did I get myself into? This is just wrong. This is worse than the Dan Gilbert dysfunction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
At least you had David Griffin there.
Yes.
You were making smart decisions. In fact, I was making a case at the trade deadline a year ago. Dan Gilbert should have been executive of the year because you loved what he acquired at the trade deadline.
Plus, the fact of the matter is, for the first 3 years he was back, you knew who was making the decision.
You did?
Now we have no idea. Is it Kurt? Skip, how you like, you know what, KD, we like to schedule a meeting. Who's going to be in there? Kurt and Linda Rambis, Rob Pelinka.
What?
Oh, really? Oh,
KD's
I'm
like,
there.
what the hell? I wish I might take an interview with Kurt and Linda Rambis.
What?
You better send me. And that's the thing,
That's
Skip.
a good point.
They're putting people in position, and not to say, okay, they're not qualified, but I think you should build your way up before you have that kind of cachet. I'm looking across like, who are you? How long have you been in this role? and what did you do to get this role? Being someone's best friend shouldn't qualify you for a position, Skip. Now, if you want to cut your teeth, if you want to do it the hard way, I got no problem. I don't care if you're a man, woman, or child. You work your way up through the ranks.
Yeah.
But because I'm your homegirl, or you and I, you know, we went to dinner parties together, and you get put in a role, Skip, I don't agree with that. So I just need Jeannie to deliver something. Now, I'm talking about not the Barbara Eden. She's more like Christy Aguilera. You know, I'm a genie in a bottle. But she need to put some KD. I need KD. I need Kawhi. I need Kyrie, AD. I need one of those 4 players, or I'm going to be very upset with Miss Jeannie Buss.
And all 4 of them, as we speak, are saying, what is going on out there? Right?
The guy that's already there is saying what's going on.
He is.
You see him, he had a head full of hair. Did you see him yesterday?
How did that
Yeah.
happen?
What you mean how it happened? You always trying to be slick, Skip.
Did he already go to Wakanda?
No. I mean, there you go, Skip. He was on that dance.
Vibranium does a lot of...
LeBron had a head. I said, look at LeBron.
Good for him.
Head full.
You look
Good.
happy.
Good for him.
Yes.
Maybe it was just the pressure was off and his hair grew up.
Well, it's about to fall out again once he read this story
It might all
letting the
fall
Kurt
out.
Rambis make the point,
guys.
people.
So I also remind you that our man Rick Bucher reported a month or so ago that Jeannie Buss got so upset just before the trade deadline that she briefly considered getting rid of LeBron so she could get out from under his agent, Rich Paul, who seemed to be trying to strong-arm the Lakers into forcing this trade with New Orleans that didn't happen. So obviously, maybe the bridge wasn't burned between LeBron and his younger teammates, but it got set on fire, and it may still be smoldering. And so Rick reported again yesterday that now Monty Williams would be the better choice for coach, because at least the young players wouldn't think Ty Lue with LeBron makes LeBron just running the franchise. So that's no good for LeBron. Like LeBron, I'm pretty sure in his heart of hearts he'd rather have Ty Lue. He just knows him. He's comfortable.
Exactly.
He won with him, right? And now maybe they would go Monty Williams just so it would seem to the younger players that LeBron's guy wasn't in charge. Well, that's no good for LeBron either.
But
that's
you know
another
what, Skip
shot.
Bayless? You know, Rick was reporting that Jeannie was thinking about trading us.
Yeah.
This thing don't turn around. We're going to walk up there and ask to be traded.
I agree with that. I think I asked Rick off camera, is there any way LeBron would just walk in and say, I just need out of here?
Everybody thinks that I came here to surpass Michael B. Jordan. I came here to help win some trophies and restore law and order to the Lakers. But I didn't come for these shenanigans, this foolishness. I've came for stability, and I'm not getting it.
Yeah. Rick also reported a month or so ago that he talked to several owners who said they would be a little queasy about trying to trade a lot for LeBron at this point as he enters year 17.
Right.
But I got to tell you, just on marquee value, he can sell tickets and draw, bring ratings like crazy.
For sure.
So,
Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to find out where KD go. We might go link up with KD.
wherever he goes, you go?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or we might go join Kyrie somewhere.
Does KD want LeBron, though?
It don't matter what KD want. We bigger. That's what he needs to understand. Big bank take little bank. Hostile takeover is what we call it.
You're not better, but you are bigger.
Yeah, we better too.
Yeah.
Skip, 27, 8, and 8.
Yeah.